renovation construction, over $10 million. Great entries in this, and it was a real challenge. The project is Carnegie Mellon's Doherty Hall Phase 2 in Oakland, and the contractor was Jendoco Construction Corporation. Let's talk about Doherty Hall first. That was a real challenge from a constructor's point of view. The access, the laydown area, where everything had to come in. It was just it was very complex. And then to further complicate that, there was another construction project going on at the same time. Bill, your thoughts about it?
I think the contractor did a great job putting this together and coordinating with the architect and the owner, and even working around the other contractors on the campus. It's an incredibly complex project. Anytime you have laboratories in the mix, there's a lot of cabling and piping and electrical, and they put it together in a fashion that just made it look simple. There's more than meets the eye when you first walk into some of these labs. They look so well organized, but when you really start to study all of the infrastructure going on above the ceiling, you realize how complicated and challenging a project this must have been, and they made it all come together.
It was a very complicated project, and it's very evident as you walk through the building. And it required a lot of trades to participate at the same time. One of the things I think it became evident that this project was handled by the contractor like a modified integrated delivery process system. And it required a huge amount of coordination, and I believe that did take place. There was a very tight budget, like there is on most projects these days. The building was occupied throughout the construction. There were site and foundation issues that had to be dealt with, and then there was the safe access that was required by the occupants, because students and faculty continued to use the building throughout the construction process. I think what was really innovative, though, was something that the contractor came up with, and that was a utilization matrix that they worked with the owner in determining what portions of the building could be opened up for construction and yet keep the building functioning as a laboratory. And that process was a great tool in assisting in the overall success of the project.
And the way they ran all the duct work to feed all those floors on the exterior of the building, and then enclosed it in glass and made it look like it was part of the structure. It was very unique.
Yes.
I think the use of some equipment too. This was not only an interiors project, but it was there was a lot of work done to the terracotta on the exterior of the building, and it required a mobile cantilevered scaffold to be erected, and that was another device that really helped this project become successful.
Two things that caught my eye, some of which is probably the selection of materials, the exterior. When you looked at it, you kind of had to do a double take. So, well, what was added on here? The match was very well done. And the owner's representative, I think when I was touring it, I think we could have spent another half day walking through the building. He was so excited about it and had so many things to show us.